Yeah? Okay. We're turning you guys off. So 3, 2, what?
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Emmy Lou and I am your friendly neighborhood psychic medium. Okay, so today's gonna be super exciting because we're gonna be reading stories on haunted dolls with my haunted dolls. Also, look at these earrings. They're cute little ghosties. I can't. I'm in love with them. But hi, hello. If you're new here and you like spooky content, please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel and I really appreciate it. Also, if you're new here or just haven't seen all my videos, I collect haunted items. I have 3 haunted dolls, Elizabeth, Maddie, and Marie. One of them wasn't haunted. I gave it to a ghostie. So
You what?
I don't know if I would claim it as a haunted doll, but since I gave this spirit this doll, she's around it. Again, that sounds really spooky. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, demon.
Power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
No, it's an offering, okay? You know, flowers on graves. It's like that. I gave the little girl a doll, okay? She deserved a doll. She likes dolls. And I'm not an asshole, and I had a doll. So, and it looks like her. I found a doll that looks like her and I gave her a doll. Super cute. I feel like I'm gonna light a pink candle because that's a vibe. Do I even have a candle holder? Goddamn, I'm a mess. Everything is everywhere. I need to re-update this. There you go. Halloween. We'll do something for my next video, I think. What was I doing? Candles. Candle. Cute. Now, without further ado, let's bring in the stars of the show. We have Marie. She's a 9-year-old girl. She is sweet. She died in a very traumatic way. I love you so much, and we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about other stuff, okay? You sweet little bean. This is Maddie. The spirit that is attached to her is 19 years old. She does not like fire, so we're going to set her as far away from the candle as possible because she did pass away in either a house fire or a barn fire. I'm pretty sure it was a barn fire, but anyways, music box. We gotta turn you on. They gotta listen to how beautiful you sound, right? She's the coolest thing ever. I know, it's really creepy though. This is creepy. I'm sitting here a little spooky. But we love it. We love you. Alright, and then we have the first haunted doll that I've ever received. And this is my girl, Elizabeth. The spirit attached to her is 4, and she died of pneumonia. Usually her grandmother comes around with her too, so that energy might come in because she's usually with her. So again, also if you're new here, I'm a medium that is just attempting to use and incorporate ghost hunting equipment. I'm still learning how to use this and I don't really understand it. So just be patient with me. Also, if you know something I don't know about this thing, please let me know in the comments below because I could use all the help because those directions confused the sugar out of me. Now, without further ado, let's get into some spooky haunted doll stories. I got this doll at a yard sale. It caught my eye as I was driving past it. It was on a chair with a piece of paper taped to its chest that said, "Haunted. Take it. It's free." I found it funny and asked the owner why she thought it was haunted. She told me she bought it at a thrift store after her daughter begged for it, and as they were driving back home, her daughter gave her the name Violet. The next day, she hears another girl's voice arguing with her daughter in the living room. She went to check and saw her daughter sitting on the couch watching TV with Violet by her side. She asked her who was talking to her, and she said Violet was. A week later, while her daughter was at a friend's house, she begins hearing a girl's voice coming from her daughter's bedroom. She goes to check and sees Violet sitting in the middle of the room. She grabs Violet, puts her on the bed, and walks out. As she begins walking towards the kitchen, she tells me she saw the magnetized letters on the refrigerator spell out, "Hi." Then a music box in her living room starts to play, and the door to her daughter's room slams shut. She grabbed her keys and left the house in a hurry. She waited outside until her husband came home. When they open the door, they see Violet in the living room sitting on the coffee table in front of one of her daughter's coloring books. As her husband takes one step inside, the pages of the book start to flip frantically by itself until it flies across the room. After that, her husband grabbed Violet and threw her in the shed where it stayed until the morning of their yard sale. She looked at me in the eyes and said, "Take it. We don't want it in our lives anymore." I was sold. I was skeptical, but I loved the story. Plus, it was free. I took it home and placed it right beside my bed on the nightstand. Almost a month went by without experiencing anything until one night I felt someone sit at the foot of my bed. I turned the lights on but didn't see anything. I lived alone with no pets, so I was startled. A couple days later, I was in the kitchen making a sandwich when I hear a disembodied girl's voice whisper, "Hey," right over my shoulder. I ran towards the corner of the living room, grabbing my chest because it felt like my heart was going to explode. Later that night, I was laying on my couch and I hear giggling coming from my bedroom. I get up, walk inside, and see Violet sitting on my bed. I was creeped out. I always keep her on the nightstand, and there she was on my bed. At this point, I started to believe the woman's story, so I bought an EMF detector. I've seen them being used on ghost shows before, so I thought I'd give it a try. I put it near Violet and got constant high readings from her. I was intrigued, so I bought a spirit box in an attempt to try to continue communication with her. After 2 weeks of nothing but static from the spirit box, I finally got a "hi," followed by "get the thing." I was excited, so I went back to the previous owner. I told her about my experiences and investigation on Violet. I asked if there was anything that the doll might have been attached to. She told me that maybe it was the music box that went off. I asked her if she still had it, and she gave it to me. After about a week of on and off spirit box sessions, I finally got a girl's laugh, followed by something that sent a chill down my spine. A man's voice that said, "Devil." Immediately, I thought of the theory of demons disguising themselves as little girls in order to get you in a vulnerable state. I got 3 of them. I didn't want to take the chance, so I grabbed the doll and threw it outside onto my backyard. It landed face first. The next morning, I decided to take the doll and put it into a storage unit. I opened the back door and see it sitting down a few feet closer to where it landed, staring right back at me. I grabbed it and put it in storage. Now it's been about 2 weeks and the activity has stopped, but I haven't been able to stop thinking about Violet. I have this urge to open the storage room, close the door behind me, and do another spirit box session. My gut tells me not to do it because I may be messing with something evil, and I don't want to risk having an attachment. So for now, I will go with my gut feeling and leave her in there. Creepy, spooky. I don't like that the doll moved places, so that's one thing. My dolls have never moved. Have y'all moved? I mean, you play music randomly, you little spooky, but I kind of like it. When it comes to like things being like the devil and evil, I don't know if I like really believe in that stuff.
Is that goal regulation size or what? Gee!
Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Okay. I feel like a lot of the times when it comes to haunted dolls, people just get themselves really worked up and scared over them. And they like make things up or chalk things up to more than what they actually are. And especially when it comes into like using a spirit box and stuff, like other things come in. It's not like you just open a spirit box and like one soul spirit is gonna come through that thing and talk to you. And also there's messages that come through spirit boxes that don't make sense at all, that I don't think are actually spirits talking. And also you might hear something that is not what it said, you know? I've dealt with like evil spirits before, and most of the time it's either manifested energy from a living person or it's just a passed on spirit that's just a jerk. Just for fun right now though, because it like goes along with the story, I'm gonna turn my little spirit box app on right now and see if anything comes through. Hello? No idea what that said, but it definitely said something. Oh, it's quiet. It's not normally. Maddie, are you here? Is a birdie chirping outside? Elizabeth, are you here with me? What about Marie? Are you here with us? Did you guys hear the story that I read? I have a lot of haunted items in this room, so see how like I am trying to talk to these 3 little girls here, and there's a man's voice coming through this? Kind of very similar to the story, but also like I do have haunted items that have men attachments to them, like John and Daryl. They're over there. Hi. How are you guys today? Andrew, Andrew. I forgot Andrew. Did that say Andrew? Hi, Andrew. So sorry. I did not mean to forget about you. I'm sorry. The energy is just so positive. I love you guys. Did you say behind you? Was that behind you? Hi. So we're gonna have to listen to all this back and see what they're saying, because I might be mishearing it now. Alright guys, I'm gonna turn the spirit box off and we are going to dive into another story. Yeah? Okay. Alright. Alright, we're turning you guys off. So 3, 2, what? That was so cool. My niece got a little doll as a gift last year. It was from a family member who has a not so good reputation with us. That person has tried to use local witchcraft stuff towards my family in the past. Not that I believe much about it, but it's still family, so my sister accepted it and we took the doll home. Everything was fine before that in the house. My bedroom is located next to the living room, while the others are a little bit far away, crossing the living room and down the hallway. I only come home for holidays. I had been there for a week and everything was normal. I get to hear a lot of noise coming from the upper floor, we have a dog there, and from the neighbors because my room is directly above their backyard. The night we brought the doll home, everything was quiet because it was the day after New Year's. Everybody was sleeping after their celebrations and I was on my laptop talking to some friends. Suddenly, I hear footsteps right outside my bedroom. It didn't bother me because it could have been my sister's husband. They were heavy footsteps, like boots or men's shoes. It sounded like they were crossing the hallway, then the living room, and finished on the kitchen. Immediately, I heard the water on the kitchen sink starting to run, and the sound of dishes being washed. It was odd because it was 1:15 a.m. in the morning, but it could have been someone washing the baby bottles. I kept on listening. After 5 minutes, I heard my niece's playground being dragged from the hallway where it was kept in the living room. It does a very distinctive noise, and I'm 100% sure that that's what I heard. The noise kept going for a good 10 minutes or so. I wrote my sister to find out if everything was fine, but I got no response. After that, I kept hearing these footsteps. My dog was very nervous and barked at me when I tried to open the door to check out what was happening, so I just stayed in the room. I checked the time, and it was about 1:43 a.m., and the sounds were still going on until they just suddenly stopped. I went to sleep, just trying not to think about it. The next morning, my sister calls me on the phone and tells me to get out of my room. I did. I went to the hallway, and my mom, sister, and her husband were there. My sister asked me if I had put my niece's stroller in front of her bedroom door and if I had moved the playground station. I said no and told them all about the noises. I thought they were going to believe me, but it turns out that my sister came out of the bedroom in the morning. She found the stroller moved, she put it in the right place, and went to go get the baby bottles and then back to her room. After that, her husband went out to drink some water and found that the stroller again in front of the door, moved it, and on his way back, asked my sister why she had put the stroller in front of the bedroom door. I noticed that there was something very weird about the situation, saw my text from last night, and decided to call me. We started to freak out a bit, and I randomly grabbed the doll that was on the stroller. I noticed a strong smell emanating from it, like dry saliva. It was nauseating. It wasn't there the night before, and nobody had touched the thing. It was still in the gift bag. My sister's husband got scared about the fact and decided to throw away the doll. That night, everything was calm again. It was just a really weird experience. Spooky. Spooky ooky. The story does sound a little far-fetched, but also, like, not. Unless I'm, like, there and, like, can feel the energy and, like, do a reading on it, I can't, like, be for certain. And plus, people like to tell creepy stories, so I never know if things are true or if they're not. Like, what a horrible person to even put negative energy into a gift towards a little girl. And the fact that it smelled like saliva, like, did she spit on it?
Fuck, dude, and spit on that night.
Ew. Like, what? All I can think about is that she spit on the doll. Well, alrighty guys, I'm going to end the video there. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And I hope you are having a wonderful day whenever you watch this video. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.